for the Kaden Lane IVF grant. We weren't able to get together and make the video together, so I decided that at least we could do it separate and you could see both sides of our story. To get to the start, my husband and I have been together for about 10 years now. We met in December 2014 and we've been married since 2017. And with 2017, we kind of knew that we wanted to start a family. And for me, I knew that once I was in like middle school and stuff, like all I wanted to do would be a stay-at-home mom and have kids. So that was always like what I wanted to do. And so we started trying naturally. There was a lot of like, I kind of knew something was wrong with like just how my periods were. I started very young, at a young age. And so that was always in the back of my mind. And so we started doing it naturally. That didn't work. We went to the doctor. We had a really horrible experience with like a doctor telling me that like I would never have kids again, that I should just give up that dream, that that's just not going to happen. And I kind of left that like just devastated, and it was really unfortunate. I ended up going back and seeing like is there options, and there wasn't really like anything with that appointment. So I went and got a second opinion, and that's when I was diagnosed with PCOS, and that was like a huge life changer, actually having answers and finally figuring out what was wrong. And so we decided to do 2 rounds of Clomid and letrozole, and those were unsuccessful ones, but we were still hopeful. So we took a break for a while. We tried again a couple times, a couple months, and then we're like, well, let's try foster care. Let's try adoption. We couldn't find any agencies that were like just straight adoption. We were trying to like build a family. We were trying to look for all the options out there, you know, because it is like really stressful. It's very like hard to go through mentally, for my side, for my husband's side, for everyone family side. It was really difficult. And so we went with foster care for a little bit. We did that for a course of I think a year or so, and then but we still wanted our own, so we definitely went to a specialist, and we decided that IVF was the route to go. And so we got pregnant with our first child with the first round, and that was such a huge blessing. I am so grateful that we were able to successfully get pregnant on the first cycle, especially being told like we had low quality eggs, not enough eggs, that, you know, like if I did fail this cycle that I would have to start all over again. And so we were super grateful that we had that chance to get pregnant and have a successful birth and baby out of it. We just knew that, you know, there is a chance of getting pregnant again after having a baby. Like your body does change. So we did try early on. Like I think I was 3 months postpartum, and we were like, let's just try. If we have like Irish twins, when you have like 2 babies in 1 year, like that's fine. Like at least we get 2 babies and we didn't have to like go through a fertility cycle, and maybe things can turn around and change. But unfortunately, a year went by and it still didn't happen. So we just decided that, you know, like once he turned a year old, that we were just gonna go back to a fertility doctor. And so that's what we did. We were on like a 6-month wait list. We didn't get to go meet with our new fertility doctor till April of 24, and my son was born December of 22. But yeah, so now we're on round 2. We start injections July 19th for egg retrieval. We're currently trying to prep my uterine lining with some stuff that has been going on with my body, unfortunately. But I'm just happy that we were able to have the science out there to fix this and at least, you know, have children out there. This money would help us tremendously with all the financial costs that it does take to have our child. I know we are on our second child, and there's a lot of families that are just starting out. But truthfully, I think infertility on second children is a thing, and it's still mentally a huge struggle and a huge financial burden too. So it would help us tremendously. We would be forever grateful, even if we just got our story out there too with everything going on, because I definitely think that infertility for after your second child is a thing, and it's definitely something that isn't talked about enough. Even like having infertility isn't talked about, but we'd be love to hear from you guys. Thanks for listening to us. I know they're very short videos, but yeah, have a great day. Bye.
Hello, my name is Wyatt Toby. I was not able to be with my wife today whenever she had made her video, so I have decided to make my own. And we've been married for 7 years, and that was how long we've been trying to have our first baby. And we had found out she was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it was pretty shocking, but it made a lot more sense. So that's when we had started our first round of IVF. And, you know, after many months of having to take this, providing my wife with shots, watching her go through the struggle, and just seeing how strong she was, we were lucky enough to have our first baby boy. And he has brought so much happiness to our lives. And we always knew we wanted a bigger family. So, you know, as soon as we were able to, we had tried to go the natural route again. And it has been over a year of trying to do so, and it didn't work still. So we were looking to start a second round of IVF, and hopefully to be lucky enough to have another child within the very first round, which would be amazing. And this money would help us out tremendously with, you know, being able to get the treatments and the doctor's appointments and everything like that. So, yeah, that's a short little story of why I'm making this video, and give you a little insight of our life after we had found about her diagnosis. And I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to listen to this video, and have a wonderful day.